So this week or next week we'll actually start making the magazine. So this is a mock-up of what my 14-page magazine supplement is going to look like. So obviously we're going to have the cover, we're going to have an ad, editor's note, so it'll be my note saying what the saying stuff about the magazine, what it's about, and what to look forward to in the magazine. So the contents. So obviously like page 12, this, page 13, that. You get a double page spread, main feature, advertorial, fashion advertorial and photo shoot, beauty advertorial, and lastly, to finish it off, ad, which will be on the back. But this is a mock-up, so obviously I might change it, but I'm not sure. But this is a quick mock-up so that when I do start it, I have a better idea. And all of this will help me when I do my magazine. So yeah. So my social recognition. Obviously, there's no socials for Avant-Garde yet, so I took the numbers and statistics from Nicotine. So overall, Nicotine has 57,000 social followers. So I'm gonna say same with Avant-Garde. Not really, but just to give it more character. Anyway, yeah, 57,000 social followers on Instagram, Facebook. So 1.2 followers on Facebook community. To be honest, I went on the Facebook community for Nicotine. It's very dead at the moment. There's not much going on there. It looks like there hasn't been much going on there since 2017. So for like 3 years, it's been very dead. Instagram though for Nicotine has been thriving a lot. But I must say for Facebook, no. So yeah, 55.8k followers on Instagram and 928 posts, so nearly 1k posts. But yeah, that's just a nice little breakdown of what the social followers, how many followers Avant-Garde will have. Yeah. So distribution. So this is like the print run and what countries it's going to be run in. So obviously New York, it's based in New York. So obviously there's going to be quite a high print run there, 40%. It's going to be print run in Los Angeles, London, Berlin, Netherlands, Paris, and the only one in China, Seoul. No, not China, sorry. In Asia, Seoul and South Korea. So in the US, it's going to be $25 for the magazine, and in the UK, £20. So quite steep, but it's going to be thick with content, so it's worth it. Circulation 1,000, and then the stockists, so stock list, all the shops it's stock at. As you see, yeah, there's loads of stocks. So yeah, that's distribution. This is biannual release. Yeah. Then next one, live for the moment at our events. So obviously I looked at the events that Nicotine did, and Nicotine haven't really had that many events, to be honest. Yeah, they haven't had really. They had like one event for like the launch of their magazine. So yeah, and it wasn't. I don't think it was even that. It was at this place. Where was it? It was at Mr. Fong's Chinese Cocktail Bar. But aside from that, they haven't really had any events. To be honest, I don't know if they just don't have the budget. But yeah, so I thought I'd like make up. Well, I took from that one event and I made it into my own words and stuff, and made it as so they've already had like a couple events. So I put we have hosted two tremendous events, both for the launch of Nicotine magazine transitioning into print. If you didn't know, Nicotine magazine was originally an online magazine, digital magazine, actually before it went on to print. So that's interesting. 6 years online, then it moved to print. And Avant-Garde supplement. We love to invite individuals from around New York, and if we're lucky, some faces from Europe. The individuals we invite scope from abstract photographers, to graphic artists and some unique fashion designers. Unlike some publications, we like to have Our event's a bit low key. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, it was at Mr. Fong's Chinese cocktail bar, which I don't think is even that very big, to be honest. So I was thinking, as it is an independent magazine, I know they do like quite low key parties, usually in like shops and stuff. Because even with like ID magazine, sometimes like they'll go to like Dover Street Market or like a really small boutique and sell magazines there or like have events there. So I sort of took from that and put it into my sort of story for the events. Low key, so it's more of a party. So as though it's more of a party, yeah, exactly, more of a party or get together with friends instead of a busy awards ceremony party. For both events, we hosted our launches at Mr. Fong's Chinese cocktail bar in the heart of Chinatown. Sorry, that A shouldn't be there. Sorry about that. And as well as our industry attendees, we love to invite the public or fans. That's always important. It's always nice to have celebrities and stuff from the magazine. It's always nice to have celebrities go to your party and stuff. But sometimes I think um the public should go to your magazine, especially if they're fans, because it shows that you actually like care about your readers a bit more. And it'd be really cool to see like some fans at your magazine event. I just think it's important if you really care about your readers at events, if they're fans, just let them come in. Don't let too many in, but let a certain amount of public come to your party so they can get a feel of what so they can just get a feel of and how people who actually make the magazine are like. Um, so yeah, they do hold a limited amount of copies at the event, and they all sell surprisingly fast. So for the next event I'm gonna do for an avant-garde, it's gonna be at the established MoMA Museum in New York, which is one of the funding partners and stock lists people for our magazine. This time for every around this time around for every magazine sold, 40% will go to the Save the Amazon Rainforest organization charity. So yeah, that's so this time it's gonna be very yeah, I just think it's important sometimes because all that money, although you're independent magazine and you love the money to produce more content and stuff, it's always important to give back, especially like the Amazon rainforest where the forest has just been burning. So I feel like we just need to give more money to things like that, and it's just more sustainable, isn't it? Because I think it's just a nicer, yeah. Sorry, I just lost track. But yeah, anyway, that's it. So for every magazine sold, 40% will go to Save the Amazon organization charity. So I thought that was really important to do. Yeah, and lastly, my bibliography in order of appearance. Yeah, not that interesting, but it's important because you need to back up your work with all the links and stuff. Because it's obviously like none of these photos are really mine. I'm using them just to get the feel for my supplement. But anyway, yeah, bibliography is important, so you should always do it at work, just to be sure. So as well as that, that's basically it. That's all I've really worked on this week. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I'm quite proud. And now I've got a really good understanding of what my magazine is, my supplement, avant-garde. Yeah, I really like it. It's got minimalistic but weird feel to it. Yeah, I just love the lettering, to be honest. The typo is really something of favourite of mine. And many others who have seen this love the typo. They always talk about it. But yeah, I like it. Also, this week, one of my homeworks for this week, or my only homework for this weekend, was to create a Jean Paul Gaultier, like an ad, or no, like an iconic sort of Jean Paul Gaultier photo or little video. Yeah, I was struggling to think of something to do for it. I took a photo of many things, but then I came to an understanding that I should do a video of myself. I which I didn't know I was actually going to do, but I did. So we're gonna go to Instagram, sorry. So here we go. My homework for this week was the Jean Paul. So I had to do an iconic Jean Paul Gaultier moment. It could be a photo or video, but I did a video with the help of my friend, my flatmate. And yeah, as you can see here by the icon, I designed like a little Jean Paul Gaultier paintbrush holder. And yeah, here we go. Let me just put the volume up. Yeah, that's basically it. It's very short, but you know, I think it captures the bit of Jean Paul Gaultier. The music is like it's a slightly different version to the perfume adverts that Jean Paul Gaultier does. But yeah, and they always wear like tank tops on adverts, and I always see this sort of like bright red flower on some of the pieces. Not the actual shopping pieces, but like the more of the Jean Paul Gaultier accessories. So yeah, that's it. I hope everyone. I think that's it for this week. Yeah. So I hope everyone is doing well again. Just say that again, and hope your week ahead goes well. Just make sure you just relax, and it's all gonna be good. But anyway, until then, see you next week, and thank you for tuning in to my week 3 vlog.